going on, everyone? Gilman with Live Wealthy, back with another video today, taking a look at Facebook stock, since it's something that I've been watching and I took on a trade today, so I figured might as well share that with you guys as well and kind of what I'm seeing with the stock. So real quick, if you enjoy videos like this, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel if you are new, and comment down below what your thoughts on Apple are or any other stock that you'd like me to take a look at, and I'd love to do that for you guys. So wasting no time, let me hit record and we'll get right into the video. So let's take a look at the year-to-date chart, since I don't cover Facebook on a daily basis, and we can see that it's on an absolute tear, no different than other FANG stocks and big tech stocks, right? Before the COVID pandemic, it was in the low 200s range, dropped all the way to 137, and then as you can see, since then it's been a climb up. Similar with other big tech stocks, end of August, it kind of reached this high point, came down a little, and now is trading between this range of 250 and 300, trying to make a push back up. Let's take a look at the 5-day chart and see what we see there. So, similar pattern here, kind of where we're trading in the 270s, dropped 264, then had a really good push for 2 days, got up to 280, and then again trading kind of sideways in the between the 272 278 range. Now, the reason I was looking at Facebook stock is I was long on Facebook before, but with the huge climb, I actually sold out pretty early, didn't sell at the high of 300, sold about a month before that. So let go of some gains there, but I've been looking for sort of, an entry point again into the Facebook stock. And, there's a lot of instances now, for those of you guys that watch my channel on a daily basis, that I like to cover Apple a lot, and Apple is something that I watch very, very closely, similarly with Amazon. I made a video on that recently, but Facebook isn't something that I study as closely as other stocks. But what I did notice just a couple days ago was this triangle pattern on the 25th, right? We saw this huge red candle, and then we kind of see this, I could draw a triangle out here, which is something that, I really liked seeing. And it kind of showed me that, maybe I do want to be kind of in the stock. And then the other thing that I really, got me into potentially entering the stock is on the daily chart. What we saw is, back here when it was dropping, right, it hit against the 50-day moving average at that point, which was 268. And it bounced right there. And then the next day, we saw a green candle and it pushed up. And then, so that meant to me that the 50-day moving average acted as good support, which kind of gives me comfort going into the stock, right? And then, on the 25th, which was just 2 days ago, Wednesday before Thanksgiving, what we saw was this 20-day moving average hold up as support. So, the candle did below it, right? The wick came below it, but it was a red candle and it closed kind of right at that, right? So the 20-day moving average was 275.76 and it closed at 275.59, so about like 20 cents off, which for almost a $275 stock is nothing. 20 cents is kind of, forgivable, if you will. And then, kind of same today, right? 20-day moving average comes in at 275.61. Our low today was 274.82. So I personally see this 20-day moving average now also acting as really good support, which kind of gives me, more confidence in going into the stock for a push up in big tech. Taking a look at the EMAs, what I see is, kind of similar. There's two EMAs kind of right, the 8 and the 21 are right at 274, 97 and 274. 77, again, the bounce was at 274.82. So between 77 and 97 is 82. Saw a good bounce. Those are holding up as support. Then kind of down below, we've got the we've got the 55 EMA at 270.59, and then we've got the 89 all the way down at 264. All of those should hold up as good support. Now, in terms of, what we're pushing for, right? I personally, so I have an options play on right now that I'll share with you guys. I personally want to see the stock hit 280, which, is about $2 away for my options position. And then I want to see it make it into the high 200s for, the stock that I have taken on. The reason I have 280 as my target is, as you can see, if I were to, let me get rid of the indicator so it's easier to see. But what I see with with the Facebook stock here is if I just put a horizontal line at 280, right, you could see that it's either acted as resistance or acted as support. It's one of those inflection points that I talk about with Apple as well. There's sort of ranges that the stock has trouble breaking, but when it breaks through, it could act as good support. As we could see, we hit up against it 2 days ago. If we go back to 11:16, we hit up against it as well. We hit up against it at 11:12. You know, kind of here, we've hit up against it before. We hit up against it too. So for me personally, the options part of the trade, I'm out of if it hits 280, if it does go up. And then the stock part, I might keep on for a little bit longer, depending on how the momentum is looking like for big tech. That's my personal trade plan. Let me just grab a screenshot of the exact Facebook trade that I have on. So I have 2 trades on currently. One of them is an iron condor, which is basically taking a look at an iron condor, basically what you're doing is you're kind of betting the stock to stay in a certain range, if you will. And let me share that with you guys. So let me get those screenshots over to my laptop and I can kind of talk about my reasoning for why I took these trades on. For the call part of it, right, you guys already know why I took those on, because I want to see that push towards the 280. So this is a call I have of the 285 call. Reason being, it was cheaper than, you know, any other call. You know, I might not gain as much money, but for me the key was to get kind of the option contract for a little bit cheaper. So I got in at 345. The current price is 428. I'm up about $83, which is 24%. This is just today, got in this morning, expiring 12/11. Now, I didn't have a day trade left. That's something I should have checked before I went in. I would have taken this 24%. I would have taken 20%. That was my goal on this trade, but we'll see how Monday's looking. And then what this iron condor is if we take a look at this chart, right, the lowest that we had been kind of going back to early October was this 260 mark, right? The highest we'd been was 300. And what my iron condor is I'm basically saying I think the stock is going to trade between 245 and 300. So I sold a 245 put, bought a 240 put, sold a 300 call, bought a 305 call. The second part of the put and call is basically insurance for myself in case something goes really south or if Facebook jumps really high. I'm not, you know, my damage isn't unlimited. But basically what I'm betting on is it's going to be between 245 and 300 by expiration date, which is 12/18. I'm looking to get out of this trade. I'm already up $61, which is 41%. So I'm looking to get out of this trade probably around 50%, assuming Facebook doesn't have like some crazy moves. But those are kind of the 2 trades I have. One kind of betting for it to not move crazily in one direction or the other. And the other trade is this 285 call. Again, hoping for this push towards this horizontal line of 280. I'm personally looking to get out a little bit before that because I don't want to see it bounce from it. And my goal is going to be met by that point, hopefully. But my stocks I'll hopefully ride kind of based on whether we bounce from the 280 point or not. That's all I had for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know I don't cover other stocks other than Apple as often, but I'm trying to change that. So if there's anything you want me to cover, drop it down in the comment section and I'd love to look at that for you. And I'll try to make other videos as well on different stocks that I trade and not just Apple, since some of you guys have requested that. But other than that, you know, if you enjoy these videos, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel as I'm trying to grow. You know, each like and subscribe really helps me out. And comment down below your thoughts on Facebook. If you're in Facebook, if you agree with my analysis or if you have a different view, let me know down there and I'd love to chat with you guys. Let's remember to be a bit better every single day, and until next time.